I'm Vanessa Ruck, the girl on a bike, and I have finally succumbed to the pressure of GSs. Everybody says they are like the bike. Actually, I think they're Marmite. So I decided to come down to Malaga in Spain, where you can get a really easy flight in and get a rental bike from Moto Hire Spain. So I've got two GSs, the 850 and the 1250. I'm going to be mixing it up with a friend, Annika, who's over from Australia. And in this video, I'm going to be sharing the experience of why Malaga and Moto Hire Spain are potentially a really good option for you to come on a it's a rental, let's go mental motorbike holiday. Okay, we are 10 minutes down the road and we're already making a modification. It is stinking hot. I reckon it's probably about 39 degrees, but like hot air, not just hot. So we've decided to put our rucksacks on the back. Thankfully, I bought the rackless 60 center pack that's strapped on the back of the bike. So our rucksacks can sit on there and it will mean that we get a bit more airflow around our bodies. So, okay, the off-road bit was possibly not the route that Moto Hire Spain put us on. Disclaimer, if you hire their bikes, you're not allowed off-road at all. So hopefully they're never going to see this at all. And they won't know that we went on about 5k of dirt roads to find you. Because of course you live in the middle of dirt roads.
Next to the Trans-Zero trail.
Next to Trans-Zero, yeah. I mean, that's fair, it makes sense. Apparently though, there is a pool and we're going to take some clothes off and get in it. Okay, for anyone wondering why I got so excited, this is Egla. You know her from Big Little Rides. I rode with her in Belize, in Colombia. Some epic videos worth watching. But her and partner Tarzan have a monstrously epic camper home. And then they have got a house that they are staying in at the moment. And we have gate crashed for a couple of hours for lunch. Okay, first essential stop. Oh my goodness, the ground's really hot. Oh my god. Ow, 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 ow. Crap, that big. And it's slippery. Yeah, that was smooth, Vanessa. Swimming pool. I think this is going to be 5 days of getting really, really hot and sweaty on a motorbike and finding water to remove clothes and cool down in. Oh, that feels so good. So good. What a pace you have. This is amazing. We ended up doing a little bit of a motorway blast to the hotel tonight because it was so hot. We sat in the swimming pool with Egla for, I don't know, like 3 hours?
Probably a little too long.
Yeah, it was amazing. And we are now at an Airbnb that Moto Hire Spain organised. The challenge we're having is that it is so hot that the action cameras and my iPhone were overheating today. So we haven't got very much footage because it was that hot. Hopefully tomorrow we're going to get up a bit earlier. Well, we couldn't get up earlier today because we were on a flight to get here. But we're going to try and make our day start before the sun gets too intense tomorrow. We're offloading the panniers and getting everything off the bike. Moto Hire Spain have given us a chain, so we're going to chain the two bikes up to a tree and then leave them to have a nap until tomorrow. We are out of the kit and onto a beachfront at Torre del Mar. So how does it work with Moto Hire Spain? Basically, you hire the bikes and you can get GPS routes to go and explore around Malaga, Andalusia. We're going to be near Granada tomorrow, and they've designed a route for us to give us some of the best things to see in this area. So right now we're in a beautiful little Mediterranean seafront. We're about to go to a beachside restaurant, and it's a really nice way to be able to come into a country, hire a bike. They have, I believe, 16 different motorcycles, most of them being BMW GSs, from the 700, the 850, the 1250, so you can pick and choose. They've all got panniers. We're on some Michelin road tyres. They are all road stuff, so obviously you've seen a lot of my content. I like the mud and the sand and the dirt and the dust, but this is a road riding holiday. It's time for some dinner because I've actually got quite hungry today. Didn't quite eat enough. It was an early start. What time did our alarm go off? 2:30 in the morning to get the flight out here, but it means we've had pretty much a full day riding and we're in another country, so it was worth it to get hungry, although you probably didn't appreciate the hungry Vanessa.
I just throw snacks at her. Not bad.
There are some incredible Airbnbs in Spain. So we have this gorgeous little Airbnb, and it's got an amazing big bathroom. It's got 2 little bedrooms, there's one and it's the other. Most importantly, air conditioning, because it's very, very warm here in Spain at this time of year. I probably wouldn't recommend coming this time of year because it is very hot. I'm going to take it as desert training for me, but it's been the perfect place for the night. We are going to be hitting the road again today. I'm about to get the maps out and work out where we're going. Moto Hire have plotted us a route, so we're going to plot that, and then I'll use my phone on the little Peak Design mount. Right, I've got our instructions. Today's route will take you north and east towards the Siere Nevada and the picturesque mountain town of Caprera. There you will lodge at the Finca Los Llanos, and breakfast is included tomorrow. That's pretty cool. Sweet. So they've given me a link, which is opening up maps. Oh, it's pretty beautiful. So we're heading sort of into the mountains and up into the Siere Nevada. It's a really good day. I'm back able to talk to camera again. This morning went a little bit escalated. Didn't quite manage to get breakfast before we left because we were like, we've got to leave before it gets too hot. So we were like, we'll hit the road and then we'll find somewhere to stop an hour or so in. There wasn't really anywhere to stop. So Vanessa reached hangry and I didn't have a sauce and onion wrap in my bag to keep me going. But anyway, we just stopped in a really cute little town. We've been into the supermarket and topped up our camelbacks. We're strapping back on again now. We're still running with our Moscow rucksack strapped to the back of the bike because it's just less sweat on the back. I'm going to keep riding. It's been a hard morning. Sat on our bums.
Sweating.
I'm sweating.
The best way to replace that. Very.
I am definitely building some opinions of the GS. Should we swap bikes? Let's swap bikes. We're going to swap bikes and I'm going to try the 850.
Let's do it.
Okay, it's happening. My Peak Design phone mount is on my bike though, so you're going to have to navigate.
I got this. I feel like going in circles.
If you never hear from us again, it's because we got lost in the Siere Nevada mountains.
And we would have gone left, because when in doubt, go left. So we just keep going left, 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 left.
Save me. Somebody save me. If you see this video, it means I'm still alive though. Okay, so I've ridden motorbikes in about 29 different countries now, and something a lot of people say to me is like, why don't you ride around the world? And the reality is I don't have the time, the funds, or the patience to ride around the world, because you'd have to get on the same bike and pack up the same pair of knickers and kit into the same panniers every single day for like months and months and months on end. And so my approach to seeing the world on two wheels is flying into a country, hiring a bike, getting to ride lots of different types of bikes. Like this trip, I'm on a BMW GS. We've got the 850, the 1250. I rode a Honda in Colombia, a Lifan in Belize, a Husqvarna in Sardinia, Harley Davidson in New Zealand. I don't own any of these bikes, but there are incredible ways all around the world to get and experience an amazing holiday, see the culture, the roads, the best coffee stops. I'm on a GS, so it would be rude not to mention coffee shops, right? And do that on someone else's bike. Now, my riding progression over the last few years, I genuinely think is in part down to the fact that I'm willing to just get on a different bike, adapt, shift. I often hear of people blaming their motorcycle because they're used to this or used to that. And actually having the versatility of riding different bikes massively helps your adaptability, your skill set, and your confidence riding bikes. So I definitely recommend it if there's a country that you feel like you'd really love to explore, or there's a type of bike that you really want to ride. Maybe you're not sure if you want to buy it or you just want to have a trip on one. There's loads of places around the world where you can do that and hire those bikes. Obviously, Moto Hire Spain is where these two troublemakers are from. Now, there is going to be a full review video of the GS's. I'm a bit nervous because there's like this love-hate thing. I might have already mentioned it, but there's like a cult following of the GS. And I don't yet know where I'm fitting into that cult. We're probably 250k down, so it's way too soon to give you an opinion. As you know, I like to have a proper amount of bum on seat time before I say something about a bike. We've just stopped next to this gorgeous reservoir. If we kind of step back a bit, you'll be able to see this random graffiti derelict building. I always love like seeing places like this and trying to think, what was this place? Once upon a time, this must have been some kind of hustling, bustling business, and now it's just a graffitied mess, which looks super cool with two GS's in it. And it's nice and shady because there's a breeze. So we're just chilling out and having a break. The weather gods have answered our prayers, basically. There is a water stop. So the kit's off, the bikinis are on. And we're going in. This is very exciting. This is what you call a holiday hotel with a view. A day on motorcycles. I've just ordered a gin and tonic and this. So we are in a lovely little mountainside town in the Sierra Nevada mountains. So Capillera is where we are. The hotel is right on a hill, so we're currently walking down the hill towards breakfast. Today we have 4 hour, 15-ish ride. Looking at the map on Google, it's like for at least the first hour, so it's going to be some epic riding. It's really interesting swapping bikes from the 1250 to the 850 and realising quite how differently they corner. Remember, there's a full video on my thoughts on the GS. There they are, troublemakers, parked up down there. But we're going for some food.
Keeping Vanessa happy.
I think I might have got my Spanish wrong this morning, so I asked if I'd like tea or coffee. Pretty well travelled, pretty used to, you know, asking stuff. I think that is a tea made with milk. So there's no water in there, it's just hot milk with a tea bag. It's the first for everything, right? Gravity is attacking Annika as she loads the bike.
It's gonna be a long day.
Oh, I'm laughing, but I haven't actually put my bag on the back yet. We're still putting our rucksacks on the bike. So we got our coats. Yeah, we got our coats. Okay, we're going to Cordoba today, and I'm going to show you the view of where we're going. It's basically that way, really long way. A couple of 100 kilometers. Bikes are all loaded up. The sun is shining. It's actually feeling a little bit cooler this morning, but it is a bit earlier, which is helpful. So hopefully we're not going to have such a sweaty time. I would recommend coming to Spain 100% to do a road trip, hiring the bikes, coming exploring it, but I would recommend not doing it in peak summer months. Hat. Okay, there's our sat nav ready to go. Doo-doo-doo. An hour and 56 to our first stop. These mountain roads are absolutely unbelievable. Ah, sunshine, beautiful tarmac, gorgeous bike. Woohoo! Right at the end, some Spanish
still
idiot.
15 minutes quicker, even with some.
Oh yeah. That was some awesome riding, but it's really hot. We can have an afternoon not sweating in bike kit. Okay, so today hasn't quite gone to plan. It was gorgeous this morning on those mountain roads, and then the sun decided to intensify dramatically, and we ended up just going, you know what? Let's just hit the fast roads and get to Cordoba and the hotel. We are in the beautiful historic town centre at the moment, and it was actually kind of cool because we got to ride the GSs on highway and some quite big flowing roads, which is all good for giving them a good run for their money. We're now going to go and find some food because Vanessa gets hangry, but we've actually reached a point where this one, she's actually terrifying. Yeah, we need to find her some food. She doesn't like tomatoes, but she's actually at a point where she'd even eat tomatoes.
I'd eat a whole bowl of tomatoes right now. I could not care less. Give me food.
That hot. This is the right clothing too hot. And I see loads of people out here riding along in probably not more than this. You've got to dress for the slide, not the ride. The only way to get fitter for the massive race I have in January is to push myself. In the desert, I will find new lows in my strength, physically and mentally. And so pushing myself in 42 degrees heat running around a mosque is a good way to get some training in. And the mosque in this town, or cathedral, is a must-see apparently. So I'm counting the fact that I've seen it by the fact that I've lapped it 5 times. Hopefully you can hear me over the wind. So holidays isn't just about riding motorcycles, it's also a cultural experience for me, eating the food, seeing the different sights, the history. And we're in Spain, and the horsemanship and horse shows are pretty globally famous here. So we have just found out about a horse show that is on this evening. So we're just scoping out to see if we can get some tickets. Well, it looks very closed. I think maybe we're at the wrong door, or we could like try and climb in. How did Vanessa die? Annika tried to persuade her to break into a castle. Yeah. Is this the horse place? No. We're not in the right place. I'd rather not. Okay, I'm going to have to map read because she's useless at map reading. She was just determined we had to go the other way.
I did say the other day when in doubt go left, and we went left, so we're good. Let's go.
We've got a month of this. There are ponies everywhere, and I mean real ponies. Behind me, look, I can see 3 right there and 2 over there. Not you, you're not a pony. No. You're a human. But I've just seen a sign that's right next to us here, which basically says I'm not allowed to film when the show is started. So I'm not going to be able to show you, but it's going to be incredible. The way they can move their legs and prance and dance and just absolutely beautiful. I'm really, really glad whilst in southern Spain we got some of the Andalusian horse culture.
I think that was very well behaved because they didn't have like food to stop and eat on their journeys.
Oh, this is reference to when we were in Colombia horse riding and Annika doesn't know how to ride a horse. Her horse rode you basically. But anyway, we're going to head back to bed, and tomorrow, game on, more GS time. Haven't looked at where we're going tomorrow. That is breakfast time tomorrow's job, so we're going on more adventure. We've just done like a 2-hour-ish slog down on some fast roads to get down to a different area of southern Spain. We're heading to Ronda tonight, which is a must-see in the area. Right now we're just on the edge of Zaraha de la Siere, which is up there. But look at this! How incredible is that? The mind-blowing thing about this though is the water level marks are here. That is not much water. So we've just stopped. We saw Egla earlier in the week, who you'll know from Big Little Rides, my Colombia and by Belize video, and she insisted that we took a pack of cashew nuts from her kitchen, knowing my food disorder of always needing food. And Egla, thank you, because you have saved us on, well, this is the 3rd occasion. Are we going to throw? So we've just pulled up in Zaraha de la Siere, and there is where we're going to have lunch. A super beautiful place to stop if you are riding around here is the Zaraha de la Siere. It's a gorgeous town right up on a hill. You can see up on the top there, incredible history and heritage. And then the streets of this place, we've just had lunch here, which was super yummy tapas. But it's just a really quaint, beautiful Spanish town, worth riding through. And the roads to get here are beautiful twisties, which is always a bonus. Sierra, worth a visit. We have arrived in Ronda. Here is our hotel, but the most spectacular thing is that. That is the famous bridge archway of Ronda, and we're on it. Oh my goodness. What? Wow. That has to be the most spectacular hotel balcony going. Wow. Final morning breakfast. Ronda is well worth a visit. This balcony and view is incredible. Whoa. If you don't like heights, you might not want to come here though, because that's a long way down. All good things must come to an end. We have handed the bikes back to Moto Hire Spain. We are 50 minutes from the airport and we are going to be heading back to the UK. No more sunshine, a little less sweating, which is probably a good thing. But you can check out all the details about their fleet of bikes, which you can see behind. They have 16 on their website. Let me know if you've got any questions, and make sure you tick that bell for notifications so you get future videos. I'm Vanessa, the Girl on a Bike, over and out in Spain.